Hey, this is Hey on here, and I'm all by myself today, and it really sucks because when you're by yourself, you realize how shitty you sound. Like before, you can like put it off on like other people, but now I'm like, ugh, I can't pull it out on topics, and I can't put it out, and I guess that's what today's one will be about. Actually, it'll be about self-evaluation. Um, and the need to be able to look at the things you do wrong and improve, and the uh, need to be willing to fuck up. And I have now fucked up about 6 times. This is the 7th recording. I have been doing this the entire time I've been animating programming for the whole entire day, minus my three 20-minute naps I've taken since then because I try to take really short naps on my day off so that I can sleep less hours. Ideally, I'd be on a diametric sleep schedule, but I can't get home within a reasonable time to pull that off from work. And if I took a lunch, some girl would wake me up instead of just for those of you who don't know, a diametric sleep schedule is where you literally sleep 1 hour a day, but it's broken up into 20-minute naps every 4 hours. It increases your REM sleep. It has all these great benefits, but it's pretty annoying. So I was looking at the YouTube videos we did, and I have to say the only one I'm really proud of so far is the one I did with Brad a few days ago. And it's just self-evaluation. You look at it and you go, okay, that's not really me. It's not really Easy Lion. Either in any of the videos he's in, he's not really fully in himself yet. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying it like it takes time to get to that level of honesty and to get to the ability to project you. But that was the first time I got sort of close, and that was a much more enjoyable temporary release. Which helps because I am very frustrated right now in the game I'm working on. I went from just animating it, which I got done in like a day, to having to teach myself how to program and sound design, and it is, oh my god, my head is spinning on this thing, and I chose something that was really complicated to program in the first place, so it sucks. Well, it's not complicated. It's actually a really simple idea. It's complicated for me because I'm profoundly dyslexic and dysgraphic, and other things. So I keep looking at what I'm doing, and you always feel like there's that niche, that issue, that scar, right? Like whenever I draw, I was never really happy about it until I started animating, and that was probably because of the years I spent fencing before then, where it kind of came actually naturally, as weird as that sounds, because animating comes entirely from the forearm and the wrist, and it's easier for me. I still have two really fucked up hands, so traditional animation doesn't work as well as CGI does, because CGI isn't painful for me, because of some of the tools and some of the movements in it, and same with digital animation because I can keep the thing propped at 50 degrees, which is the right amount, and I don't have to worry about bumps or wrist movement to do detail work. Whereas in more traditional animation, that can be a bit of a problem. And training my brain and working it long enough, more so the CGI than anything else. But what I'm trying to say is that hindsight is always 20/20, and you look back at yourself and you can ask yourself where you are, and you know what, many people will figure out all the things that got them there, and they'll be completely and utterly wrong, because most people will look at the negative side. They'll look at like I have a boss right now, and he's an awesome boss, but he's an awesome guy, but he's going through his midlife crisis right now, and I think I'm lucky because I had it at 21 and decided I'm not going to eat until I'm done animating this game, and it got animated. Uh, I think it was a little after I passed out from not feeding myself. I'm not anorexic. I just thought it'd be a good motivator. Yeah, I'm crazy, so there's that. But he, he's going through it now, and it's not as severe as mine. Um, but I do feel lucky for it, and here's why. His whole fear right now is he did all this stuff, and he couldn't make the risks where he wanted to. He didn't do the things he wanted to. He didn't fail, right? He didn't get the chance to hit his face against the ground because he got a wife and he got kids and he got stuck at a shitty job, which is just the worst job one can possibly have. And he's sitting there and he's just regretting it. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I've done more than him, and I appreciate that. And the reason I've done more than him is because I failed at everything. Nothing has come easy to me. Um, and most of the time, I feel like shit about it. Like earlier today, before I started animating, I went into the hot tub, which I do every day before I start, mainly to calm myself down. If it's after work, I do it before work, etc. And I drink some tea, and I just think about what I'm gonna do, and I brainstorm down there. Well, today I had a different brainstorm. I had an evolutionary brainstorm. Well, I get this way occasionally, and it's not healthy, but I'm gonna share it. Um, I flash back to every time somebody's treated me like shit or called me stupid, and then I feel slaps on the back of my head and just go through all these shitty moments where I fucked up and I failed. And usually it's quite bad. It's quite depressing. I get very pissed off. I get very angry. Nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to be around me in this mode. Nobody wants to do it, period. And in this mode, I am amazing at chess. That is the only thing good that has ever came out of this mode before, is that I have actually been like chess champions because I was pissed off. As Brad will tell you, I beat him in like I think 4 moves like twice when I was in that mode. But I was in that mode for like 2 days straight. He actually got me out of it, so thank you, Brad. Um, we're gonna call you Wonder Bread for that, because that was amazing. That was wonderful, and very helpful because I was about to snap, even worse than I'd ever done before. But today I got into that mode in the beginning of the day, came back up to animate to try to get myself through it, and for once something different happened. I felt good for all those little cracks and all those little injuries, because I realized because of that, those little cracks and those injuries, I have these next however many hours I've been going animated now, because Jesus Christ, like I got in that hot tub, it was dark outside, it was nighttime, and then I started animating, and now it's nighttime, and I haven't backed away from the computer in that time period. Again, only CGI and some work in Unity for video game development, but and I feel wonderful about it because while all my stuff is still complete and utter shit, I'm able to do it, and I'm able to enjoy from it, and I'm able to improve, and I have all these other friends out there who aren't trying to do that, who are way more talented and way more powerful than me, and they don't have the steam to keep on going. They're not willing to put themselves out there to get broken. And whenever they do, they do get broken, they go away for weeks or they go away for months and they hold back. They can't really take a punch. Whereas I can take a truck to the fucking face because I've put myself through a truck to the face over a few days. And back to my boss, I don't think he ever got the ability to do that because I don't think when he was younger, from what I understand, he was almost in a professional baseball league and just didn't make it, but he was really good at that. But from what I understand, he was really good at that, always. And I've always been really bad at anything and like everything. Like I don't know a single thing that I am naturally talented at. Except for maybe fencing, but even then, though people were way better than me, it just came more naturally. In fact, almost everyone in my fencing club was better than me. Okay, they still are better than me. Um, like, but it came naturally because of the understanding of the history, which even that was a forced thing. It was, I need to learn how to memorize because I can't read, and so therefore I can't put down my notes that well. So as I was remembering all the slaps to the back of my head, as I was being called stupid from a very young age, I came out of it more beneficial. And I guess this message is kind of worth sharing with people because, we all fall down, and sometimes we need a little help getting back up. And I finally have that little bit of help uh, on a flip, and it flips wide open, and I can type on it, and I just go to my computer, and I can solve all my little problems, and then, when I can't put my thoughts out there clearly in a physical form and verbal form, well, fuck it, I can try to put it out there in audio form, and you guys can deal with my wonderful, beautiful speech impediment, which makes me sound either like I'm from New Jersey or really, really retarded when I say anything with the letter R. Yeah, it actually is a really happy kind of a thing I went through from feeling like complete utter shit to myself. I actually got something done on this game instead of being like, that's not good enough, and deleting it and slamming my head against the wall. But I'm only capable of doing that because of slamming my head against the wall. I'm sure that's not the healthiest way of looking at it, but I think I'm really happy about where I am, and I'm looking back at even today and everything, and basically everything tragic that's happened in my life has been grossly beneficial. And I mean, I was homeless throughout high school. I had suffered through domestic violence. I had been put in different various shelters. I've had so much shit I've had to put up with. I've had to move back across the country God knows how many times just for the need of survival. I had to work 2 jobs throughout high school and deal with family stuff and deal with schoolwork and deal with all this other stuff, and I was able to do it because I was broken so many times beforehand that you really can't pound sound pebbles down anymore. Or, I mean, it's like I can remember this every time I start to fall. I think that's something positive that needs to be put out there. Um, it, it's ironic because I'm in I was in Phoenix just the other day, and it's ironic because the name of the city is Phoenix, and I mean, this place is a pure fucking shithole. I mean, like, Arizona is the worst fucking state ever, and I'm getting stronger just from being in this shithole. I am rising up like the phoenix from the ashes, and the beauty of this is that I think everybody can and everybody does. Even my suffering anymore is actually a wonderful experience. I've learned that I don't need to sleep like other people do, and I learned that I don't need to eat like other people do, and I learned, like, for example, in high school, I was like, well, I sucked at homework, but you know what? I started actually doing it once I started doing it every day at lunch. For the first period, for every single period I was off. Didn't have many friends because of it, but the few friends I do have, better than all the other assholes out there. Even though, like, technically right now it's really like just like 3 at like most, but those 3 are better than any other asshole out there, and I am eternally grateful for them. But I've learned that I can do more than most people can because of it. And I'm not gonna lie, if I put up some of the CG stuff I was putting up earlier in the day and earlier last week, I'd get a lot of shit probably. Actually, I probably wouldn't, because like nobody even like cares enough to like the page. But you know, I'm still happy I'm doing this. I'm getting a release. You know, I'm getting an emotion. And one day, what I put out will have value. If nothing else, it already has value to me. Because it feels good. Um, I don't know how else to put it, but I just, you know, I want to put this out there. At the happy times you have in life, they were all built on these sad little cups of misery and destruction. And I think I need to start a segment on that, or do something about that for you guys. I need to do that. And I'm hoping that I will soon. Um, I know this is like a big, weird audio ramble, right? But this really couldn't be any thing else. So yeah, um, I'm gonna solve all these problems. Um, you know, I'm gonna fix these issues. I'm gonna rise up above it. And it's through continuously pushing. So, like I said earlier, I'm gonna continue to create some stuff. I'm thinking about maybe even starting up some tutorials on YouTube, um, on animating now that I've gotten a lot better at it. And you know what? I went to California. Within the first 2 weeks, I was on the streets. And within a very short period of time, well, not 2 weeks, but within a very short period of time, I was on the streets. I was with little to no food, little to no issues, and through my struggles and tribulations, I have a video game almost fucking finished. I have a $2,000 laptop in front of me, and I might now work a shitty job, but I have worked way better in the past, and I have worked multiple. And I'm gonna keep rising up. And I'm gonna make it easier for others too. So I feel really, really good right now. And you know what? I honestly still, they claim it to be the American dream, this idea that anybody can be anything, but I don't think that's an American only thing. I think that's a universal thing. I think that's a passion thing. I think that's just the definition of love, is that ability, and whether it comes from that or not is just fucking glorious. You can make anything out of anyone, can be anything and ain't do anything is just pretty goddamn fucking amazing. You know what? Like for example, like Zake is now learning how to animate. I'm teaching him how to do it like once or twice a week. And you know what? Like I should just put up like some of like the pictures he's drawn, because they are disgustingly stupid and terrible looking. But if you look at a CGI work, it's not half bad, you know, and there's room for improvement. It's continuing to go there. If you look at anything, it just improves. I know this is a weird continuous rant, and I'm gonna stop it now before I say too much over and over again. But I just feel really fucking good right now.